You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
All right, Black and White Sports supporters. Well, one thing that is very apparent is that all these WNBA players that want to act like they're moving the needle, that everybody's tuning in to watch them, well, they're wrong. The data proves it. And we've got viewership numbers of Caitlin Clark games versus everybody else. And they're full of it. Don't listen to it. In fact, without Caitlin Clark, the viewership is still putrid. I'm talking about a Road Warrior Mad Max wasteland of nobody around, walking around in the desert, thirsty and begging for water. That's what the WNBA is without Caitlin Clark and the effect of Caitlin Clark. And Caitlin Clark is now dominating the ESPYs. Now, I don't watch the ESPYs anymore, but it's worth a look, and I'll tell you about it. So let's take a look at this. The Caitlin Clark is carrying the WNBA. We've been trying to tell you this for 2 months now. For all the Asia Wilson and Diana Taurasi and Brittany Griner and Angel Reese and anybody else that wants to go out there and act like it's not the Caitlin Clark effect, well, these numbers, simply put, crush your argument into the ground, into dust, pulverizes it. Caitlin Clark's WNBA games draw significantly more viewers on average than the rest of the league. Clark and the Indiana Fever lost to Angel Reese in the Chicago Sky this past weekend, and the game was the most watched WNBA matchup in more than 2 decades after averaging more than 2.3 million viewers on ESPN. It was just the latest example of how Clark's star power and draw is unlike anything else the WNBA has ever seen. More data is in, and Clark simply cannot be stopped. You see this headline, Caitlin Clark's WNBA games average twice as many viewers than other games. Actually, it's more than twice as many. It's more like 2.60 as many, 2.5 times as many. Games featuring Clark average 1.184 million viewers, according to the data shared Tuesday by Fox Sports' Michael Mulvihill. What kind of draw do games not featuring Clark has? Just 428,000. Wow. I mean, seriously. So double that would be roughly 850,000, and she's still 250,000 more than that. And we're talking 3 times here, folks. At this time last year, the WNBA games averaged just 301,000 viewers, according to Mulvihill. That means Clark is more than doubling the current average and nearly quadrupling viewership from last season. There's no confusion there at all. The impressive viewership data doesn't stop there. Sports Media Watch reported Tuesday that 9 games have had at least 1 million viewers this season. 8 of them featured, you guessed it, Caitlin Clark. There's simply no way anyone can deny the impact Clark has had on the WNBA. It went from being a league that few people cared about to being in the news constantly. Make no mistake, if Caitlin Clark up and decided today she was going to go overseas to play, this league would drop right back off the map. And nobody be talking about it, and I would be making NFL videos at the end of June. And nobody would watch that either. So I'm just putting that out there. Seriously. Caitlin Clark earns her first nomination for this ESPY Award, and she's up for 2 others. Indiana Fever guard and Iowa's own Caitlin Clark just earned a trio of nominations for the 2024 ESPY Awards. I didn't know anybody watched the ESPYs anymore, so there's that. I can remember when it was actually something you wanted to see 25 years ago or 20 years ago. Now, I don't do award shows at all. ESPN announced the nomination Wednesday morning, And Clark was nominated for 3 awards, the most of any athlete this year. Good God. Dominant. It's not the WNBA star's first time being nominated by the awards show. Dedicated to recognizing the excellence in sports, last year Clark won the ESPY for Best Women's College Athlete. If she doesn't win it again this year, they should send out a search party for the people that did the voting. Which ESPY awards is she nominated for? She's nominated for Best Athlete. Women's Sports for Iowa Women's Basketball, the first nomination in that category for Clark, according to ESPN. Best records-breaking performance for becoming the NCAA's all-time scoring leader, breaking Pete Maravich's record. Best college athlete, women's sports for Iowa's women's basketball. And I think most of us believe she's going to get a lot more awards this year. I mean, I would guess she's far and away the front runner for the WNBA Rookie of the Year. You know, and never mind the fact that she broke a record for Indiana Fever's assist record the other day during that game. But here we are. I mean, there's still no confusion. Without Caitlin Clark, this league is jack shit. All right? Nobody's paying attention to any other games. All you got to do is pull up the ratings and take a look. Asia Wilson is not pulling in 1.184 million viewers. Angel Reese, without Caitlin Clark involved, is not pulling up 1.184 million viewers. That's not happening. The Fever and the Sky are not drawing 2.3 million viewers without Caitlin Clark being involved. She continues. Every week I do a video where she's broken a network rating record again for a league that people largely still do not care about as a whole. They want to consume her. They want to root for her team. And everybody's pulling for her. She's very, very intriguing. But the rest of the league, no. I mean, I got to be honest with you. I watch about 2 to 3 WNBA games a week. They're all Caitlin Clark games. I don't watch a single solitary millisecond of any other player's game. I don't give a rip otherwise. I do not. It is what it is. You know, the media wants you to go through this rite of passage to respect the history of the WNBA and all the current players that have been successful. Nah, I'm going to watch what I want to watch. That's what's going to happen. Nah, that's it, period. My money, my time, I do what I want. Tell me what you think, black and white sports supporters. Peace them out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.